Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing on this hump day of the week? I hope that you had a great start to this Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and welcome in Sam and Diane because, folks, it sounds like they may nod off on us this morning. So thank you, lovely ladies, for already being here with me. And I saw Barbara come in. Oh, thank you, Diane. I know. I got a feeling I'm going to have to hide that blanket once I get it finished. Hello, my lovely Olga. How are you doing? Diane says, "Oh no, if I sit back, it's going to be all over." Sarah, thank you so much for joining me today. Now, folks, Carrie did tell me that for me to go ahead and set up the live, which I did, and that she will be popping in. But as many of you know, she's not feeling too good. She might have done something to her back. So we're just going to sit here, hang out with one another. I mean, it is, after all, WIP Wednesday. So we're just going to sit here and talk about our whips, what we're going to do with them. Are we going to finish them or are we going to frog them out? You know, just whatever. And then I'm just going to let the chat take us where it's going to take us. Good morning, Michelle, sweetheart. How are you doing? And Heidi, hello. There's Carrie. Looks like a true work of art to be framed. You have a great way of colors. Well, no, I don't, sweetheart. If it wasn't for that Dakota skein, you know, already being put together, I wouldn't have known what colors to put together. I mean, I am not one that can put colors together. I mean, I'm just going to flat out tell you. I know things that I like that are put together. I know, Michelle. Send that to me in my private chat. Man. Oh, I just so wished I could show that. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Now, I got my grandson here with me this morning, so he'll help me figure out how to do it. But anyway, there he is. That's my Warren. He's come down to spend a few days of spring break with me. So, guys, my heart overflows, let me tell you. Heidi. Mary, good morning, sweetheart. Okay, Heidi says, I frogged out a whip 2 days ago that had been sitting for 2 years. I know, isn't that, I'm not kidding you guys. When I packed up this last time from Lake Placid, Florida to come here, I found a tote that had 5 unfinished whips in it. Oh, my goodness. I'm not kidding you. About blew me away. I thought I'd finish those puppies, but I didn't. Yes, Michelle finished a whip this morning. And thank you so much, Sarah, for your prayers for Carrie. Like I said, I do hope that she'll be able to pop in this morning. But if she doesn't, then just remember, please, to keep her in your prayers. I would so much appreciate it. Really, really would. Okie dokies. So I'm going to go ahead and let you know that it is still cloudy here in Three Rivers. I have not looked to see what the temperature is out there.
It's saying 75. It's probably more along the lines of like 70.
Oh, you think so? Is it that cool? Oh, it's looky there. 73 degrees. There is a fire weather warning. I don't want you. Go away. Three Rivers weather. There it is. Oh, excuse me. It's 74. It says mostly sunny. I don't think we're quite there yet. What's our high? It feels like 77. Goodness gracious.
Not feel like 77 though.
Doesn't?
No.
53% humidity, and we have winds at 12 miles per hour. So I'm taking it, like you said, that it's going to feel a little chilly out there. It's going to be cold, rainy, and windy here, Heidi said. Sarah said, we had a fire advisory here this past Monday. Oh, my goodness. Just a second. Olga in South Africa says it's cold and rainy there. Good morning, Cammie. How are you? I'm at the Humane Society tending the laundry. Oh, you're making clean blankets for the little animals that's there. Can I speak with grandson? I want him to know what an absolutely wonderful, grandmother he has. I'm so grateful to have met her. We are going to keep her. Look at that. Oh, he's just grinning at me. Oh, Michelle, we might hit 19 today. because now it feels like 6. Yes, he is, Diane. Yes, he is. And I can say that because I know he's got a few of my jeans floating around in that jean pool there. So, yeah. Yeah. So I'm so happy that y'all are, like I said, here with me today. You know, I always appreciate your time so very much, because you could be somewhere else, as they always say. But even if you're here for just a few minutes, that's nice. Carrie says, "Yikes, Michelle, we are going to hit the 60s today. I'll be going for a walk later." Oh, that is awesome. Sarah, it's 35 degrees here in Wisconsin with heavy, wet snow coming. I know. Did you know here in Texas, we're still having another pretty bad, we like to call them northerners, come through? I mean, they're going to get hit with some freezing temperatures again. And this is March, getting ready to be the end of March. Woo! Tell you what, Mother Nature, she's just crazy, crazy. That's all there is to it. But then again, it is this time of year. I'm sure many of you can relate. The weather here in Texas, especially right up to Easter, and sometimes maybe a week or so after, we can still get some way highs, way lows. Cami says, "I'm 61 in my neck of Michigan." What neck of the woods in Michigan are you, Cami? Are you north or are you south? Yes, she is, Sarah. She's having some bad PMS issues again. Well, you know what? I think this started, a couple of years ago? We are already in the 60s and supposed to be 77 degrees today in Charlotte, although they say to enjoy it because it's going to rain and be in the 60s tomorrow. Oh, I know, Mary. I remember one year in South Texas, about where I'm at my husband's parents' house in Pettis. It was the year that my girls got their first, all 3 of them first store-bought Easter dress, because normally I made them and dressed them all alike, Anyhow, it was their first year for the, like I said, store-bought, cute little sleeveless dresses. My oldest daughter was in this beautiful little, oh gosh, there used to be a name for it. Anyway, it had a little yoke top and long flowy skirt bottom to it. My middle daughter, of course, was in her pinks with her little apron that went over it, and of course the pockets. My youngest was in this beautiful baby blue little summer dress. And yes, we were all running for little jackets to take their Easter pictures in, because it had turned cold and was not warming up at all day long. Hello, Goddess. How are you? New to the chat. Glad to make one of your lives. Well, sweetheart, thank you so much for joining me. I'm really happy that you're here. Now, normally I have Carrie the Yarny Elephant with me, but she's feeling a little under the weather, so she may be here and she may not. So y'all are just stuck with me, but I know we can still have a good time. Cami says, "I'm in the southeast part of Michigan, right outside of Detroit." Oh my goodness. Now, sorry guys, are you a suburb part of Detroit, or are you even further out than that? This inquiring mind would just like to know. That's all. So I know that some of you have already talked about some of your WIPs here. Let me see if I can pull up something from Michelle. No. Maybe she sent it to my email. Let me look. Oh, I bet that's it. Yes. Okay, guys, I'm going to see. Now, this is a finished WIP from Michelle. Now, can I send you some of the snow your way, Cami? Sarah says, "All right, now you know that Maureen is technology challenged, but Warren is here. Share the screen." And which one is it that I'm trying to share? Oh, there we go. See, look at that. He knows all the buttons to push. Now, this is the WIP that Michelle Mosaic said that she found. And so she turned it into a little cardigan and made a hat to match. Isn't that cute? Let me see if I can. Look at that. I just think that is so, so pretty. And let me see if I can back it up a little bit so we can get to the hat. Well, okay, here we go. Oh, look, my grandson, thank you so much. Look at that cute little hat. She did an awesome job, folks. I think that that is just so, so cute. All right. Let's see. Cami says, I'm in the suburbs of Detroit. Whoop, whoop, come back here. I'm like 10 minutes from Detroit Metro Airport. Oh, my goodness. Goddess says, I'm new to crochet and I keep hearing the word WIPs. What are they? They are works in progress. Many of us, isn't that adorable? Yes. Many of us will start a project and for whatever reason, we put it down and we start something else and we'll maybe put that one down and we'll start something else. It's called start-itis. And the next thing you know, you've got some projects that are not completed. Sometimes they can go from being a work in project to a UFO, which is an unfinished project or object. So, hello, Nancy, sweetheart. How are you doing? That's right, Carrie. Works in progress. Well, like I said, I found 5 WIPs that evidently for me turned into UFOs because 3 of the 5, quite honestly, folks, I forgot I didn't finish. I truly forgot I didn't finish. That's what happens to me when I put them in a project bag, you know, out of sight, out of mind. Does that happen to y'all too? I mean, seriously, do you put something that you're working on in a bag saying, I'm going to get back to you here in a few days because I want to work on this for a while. And the next thing you know, he says, oh, okay, well, I got a lot of those. Sweetheart, we all have a lot of those. I've told the group many, many times, Goddess, that when my Grandma taught me to crochet, I had to finish a project before I could start another one. I mean, she was very adamant about that. So before I created my YouTube channel, I mean, that's how I worked. I'd start a project, I'd finish it, and then move on to something else. Yeah, Carrie, it says it does, Maureen, and then I stash the bag and forget where I put it. Lots of those. And so really it was hard for me when I started my YouTube channel to have multiple things going at once. And every once in a while, I will sit back and look at my calendar where I have laid out, okay, I'm going to work on this week, make a video, and then I'm going to come back to this the next week, and I'm going to, nope, this has got to get shuffled down to the next week, you know, just so that we have variety. And every once in a while, I look at my calendar and I step back and think, Grandma, I need for you to get in my head and say, stop, girlfriend, get this one project, work on it, and finish it. Grandma, where are you when I need you? That's a good way to teach. She was trying to set you up for success. Yes, she was. Sarah says, I have a big container full of WIPs. Those I will eventually frog. Well, you know, so long as you have looked at them and said, for whatever reason, you don't want to finish it. You want to do something else with it. You know, you want to be thrifty and recycle the yarn that you put into it. I've had to do that. I've found a project that I want to work on. I have bought the yarn, get my pattern set out. I get to working it up. And for some reason, it's just not working. It's not speaking to me, you know, and I learned a long time ago that there comes a point where you just have to stop it and say, okay, you're done. We're not going to work on this because you're not happy with it. Because we all know we pour love into the projects that we make. Each stitch that we use or that we do, it's coming from our heart when we're making those projects, whether it's for ourselves, to sell, to give away, it doesn't matter. And we want to be able to look at that project when we're finished with it and be proud of it, to have that good feeling, you know. But if it doesn't, if it's just not there, it's just best to put the hook down, get you a winder, whatever, and just start, you know, putting it back. Just go ahead and pull it out, rewind it, and save it for another day. I'm going to try to adopt that, finish the project before moving along. Well, now I do have to tell you, since I have adopted this idea of working on more than one thing at a time, it gives me variety, because there's some days when I know I've got my sweater over here that's in progress, but I don't want to work on it right now. But I want to work on something. So what do? I pick up another project, you know, one that I love working on. So, and eventually, you know how it is. You've got 2 or 3 projects, and you may end up with all 3 of them finished within a few days of themselves. So I don't think it's a bad thing to have multiple projects, just so long as they stay works in progress and you're going to finish them. But just like Nancy says, if it doesn't spark joy, move on. Staring at it won't finish it. That is absolutely right. Carrie said, I did recently make 2 bags out of a bunch of small squares from who knows how long ago. That's great, Carrie. See, now that's another thing I love to do. If I don't have a project that I'm just particularly wanting to work on, I'll reach in my little bag of scraps, you know, start making some squares, whether it's the traditional granny square, or I just start and decide, all right, I'm just going to chain, say 25 or 30, and I'm just going to make a square, because I can always do something with it. Make little scrap squares, you know, I love doing those. And also too, guys, if you're just not feeling it for anything, for any of those whips sitting over there, I love to sit down with just a spool of cotton or a ball of cotton and make me some dishcloths or make me some washcloths, because I know that those are going to get used somewhere. If it's not in my house, one of the kids, and like I always tell you, it is so handy to have a stack of washcloths done up, because you can put 4, 6 of them together, tie a beautiful little bow around them, get you a little basket, put in some really nice bath salts or lotion or something like that, and you've got a beautiful hostess gift or a baby shower, you know, wedding gift, lingerie party. There's just so many things you can do with that. Yes, on the dishcloths. I love making those, and you're right. Everyone loves them. Back home one time I went to, hello, my Connie. How are you doing, sweetheart? I hope you're having a great Wednesday. Anyway, we were invited over to some friend's house, and I knew, just like me, she loves to have a glass of wine after dinner. So I'm not a wine connoisseur, but I do know that she likes certain brands that I do. So I went and bought her a bottle of wine, made a cute little, you know, crocheted, just a little sleeve to pop it in. And I gave her some dishcloths, wrapped them up, just tied some bows around them up, you know, stuck them down in a little basket. And I think I even stuck in some crackers and cheese to go along with the wine. And oh my goodness, that's all she could go on and on and on about, was not the wine, not the cheese and crackers, but the little dishcloths I put in there. And that made, you know, that gave me joy. So there's so many things that you can do with your leftover yarn. And like I said, it's just a nice way to fill in when you're looking at those whips and saying, all right, which one am I going to pick up? I'm not feeling any of you today. So you are. Well, that's great, sweetheart. Do you see this right here, Connie? Look. Poke your head in there so everybody can see your full face. This is my grandson. This is my Warren. He's down here for spring break. Oh my goodness, guys. When he showed up yesterday, the tears were flowing. Yep. Been too long since I got to see him. So what WIP are you all working on? What WIP is it that is tickling your fancy today? And while you're doing that, I'm going to take a drink from my coffee. Oh, yes. And, we always ask, what's in your cup while you're sitting here chit-chatting with me? Oh, my goodness. Talking about coffee. I'm close to an HEB, and I bet Connie knows what that means. I could get some of my Southern pecan coffee. Oh, my goodness. And I don't even have to have it shipped to me. I can go pick it up. Oh, my goodness. Hello, Ellie. How are you doing? I'm so happy you're here. Ginger peach tea. Oh, my. Is that something that you made, Nancy? Because I love peach tea, but I don't think I've ever had it with ginger in it. Sarah, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. Right now, she is working through a yarn barf. Well, good for you, Carrie. She says, I'm on my second cup of coffee and I'm working on a star blanket I started at least 2 years ago. Well, I hope you're close enough to the end where it can go from a WIP to a finished object. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Hello, Tammy. Good to see you too. Thank you so much for jumping in here. I greatly appreciate this. No, it's a Bigelow brand. Oh, well, I got to write that down. Can I find it at Walmart or Winn-Dixie or Public? I sure hope so. Well, if I make it a baby blanket, it could be done soon. Originally, it was going to be a lap blanket, so we'll see. Well, there you go. You have 2 options. And I just have to be honest with you. A few years ago, when I had 3 blankets that had been started for one reason or another, I don't know why. Yeah, they went from being a lap blanket or Afghan to a baby size. Hello there, Rachel. How are you doing? You're working on a lunch bag journal, then off to finish a corner to corn baby blanket. I'm already on the decrease side. Oh, that's awesome. Rachel, this is my grandson, Warren. He's come down to spend a couple of days with me here in Three Rivers, Texas. They're on spring break. So we're going to go sightseeing a little bit this afternoon when I get through with the live and go feed him some lunch. Yes. Not sure where, but Earl gets them either from Public or Walmart. Well, I know I'll be by Walmart today and at HEB, so I will definitely look to see if it's there. Because, I love ginger and I love peach tea, so I bet that's a wonderful combination. Besides that, ginger's good for you. Yep. Just in case Carrie doesn't make it in, I want to make sure I had a devotional for us here. Diane says, working on what should have been a baby blanket. It's on its way to a king size virus blanket, and I'm loving it. I'm itty bitty stripes moonbeam color French roast coffee with French vanilla creamer. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, isn't those itty bitty stripes from, I'm sure you're talking about Red Heart's itty bitties. I just love those. They've become my favorite color combination. Connie says, I'm working on a recliner throw for my neighbor who needs one. And I know you're over the moon to have him there. Oh, yes, Connie. I tell you what. Great little kick with the ginger. Well, that's great. Yes, the red hearts. Oh, man. Michelle says, I'm here, had someone in the door. What did I miss? Well, let's see. Connie came in and Nancy came in. Ellie is here. Rachel from Thrifty Crochets. Flower Tammy came in. Let's see. Who else? Who else? I don't know if you were here when our lovely goddess came in. And I think that should get you caught up there. And then we're talking about our WIPs. And of course, that beautiful one that you had already shown us. So that ought to get you caught up. Did I miss anything? Did you show my jacket? Yes, ma'am, I did. You weren't here to see it. Everyone was saying that it was lovely. They really liked it. And of course, and I had to point out how cute the hat was. I think I did ask her if she had any one of the kids in mind for it, but I don't think so. I think she just saw that this was something that needed to be finished. And oh, we have Three Rivers in our city, and every summer we have a Three Rivers festival. That's awesome. Michelle, cool. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. This is directed at you. Diane says, what a handsome fellow. Betty has to beat all the parade of girls away or put them all on the calendar.
I don't get that many.
He says he doesn't get that many, Diane. But let's not encourage him. I mean, we've already got this roadmap of job after, summer job, then to college, and some summer work. I mean, some job working in through there too. So we're not going to have any time to put those girls on the calendar. Oh, it was a WIP for Abby, but it's too small now. Well, that's okay. I'm sure you'll find someone to give it to. Morning, Beth. I'm working on squares for my friendship blanket. PF could. I don't know what the PF stands for. You're going to have to elaborate for me. Good morning, Darcia. How are you? And Amy T. Thank you, ladies, for jumping in here. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Got a hair caught in my glasses, and I guess it decided to fall down in my face. So for those of you that are coming in, Carrie might pop in, although I think with it being almost half of the time in, may not make it. As many of you know, she's been suffering with her back here the last couple of days. So yes. Oh, come on now. You're only young once. He has to enjoy the weekends at least. No, hey guys, it's all him. He's already told us he's planning on taking 15 hours his first semester and working 35 hours. Do you think that's going to leave any time for girl time in there? No, I don't think so. Oh, you picked a fancy join and border, and I'm working on Diane Major's square right now. Hello, Diane. I got to have some fun. I'm doing great, Darcia. I really am. And I'm just so happy that you're all here today. This makes me very, very happy. And I do want to say thank you to those of you that may be lurking. Let me just remind all of you to be sure and hit the thumb. It helps that silly algorithm on the YouTube side of it. So I would greatly appreciate that. And I am sorry. Well, I don't know. Do I have access to it? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, yes, I do. So those of you that are lurking in the background, here you go. Thank you so much for listening in. Tell me that you're ready to go. I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting. Yes, ma'am, Connie. Let me see. How did you send it? Okay, Connie sent a photo. All right. So I have to upload it? No. How do I do this? Oh, okay. Yeah. We're not in the chat. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now I can. Oh, did it pop up?
Mhm.
Wait a minute. I'll get back to it. There it is. There's Connie's blanket that she's making for her neighbor two doors down. She started with a rectangular, granny square pattern, say, and then there it goes. Oh, Connie, the colors are beautiful, and it definitely is for a man. He is so going to love that. That is just so kind of you, Connie. You're such a sweetheart. That's gorgeous. Yes. Okay, yeah, I found it. And Beth says, yes, Diane, I got a beautiful all gray square. Oh, that's awesome. Good morning, Mama Gwen. How are you doing, girlfriend? Diane says, I haven't joined my squares. I want to do a zigzag type of join, I think. I'm join challenge, so I'm in no rush. A Celtic join sounds amazing. Yes, it does. Oh my goodness. I would love to see it when it's done. All right, I'm going to take a little intermission here and go ahead and read our devotional for today. This is called, and you know I love it, Find Your Light. Do everything without grumbling or arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God, without fault in a warped and crooked generation. Then you will shine among them like stars in the sky as you hold firmly to the word of life. And that's found in Philippians chapter 2, verses 14 through 16. When I surrender my heart to you, Lord, I tether myself to your unfailing love. As I live in the place of submission, my life begins to reflect your perfect nature. In your light, I become the light. I reflect your goodness when I am yielded to your kindness and mercy. When my resources are running dry and I don't have much buffer of grace, help me to check my connection with you. When I don't spend enough time in your presence being filled by your love, I do not have what I need to give away. You are unending in your tender mercy. I come to you with my needs again and again. It's not failure to need refreshing, unhindered connection is what I need and was designed for. God, as your child, I come to you to be reminded of your good nature. I want to spend time in your presence, reawakening to the love that never ends and never changes. Only from this place of being filled up to overflowing can I freely give away to others what's given to me. Share your light. And you know that that's my little motto for y'all every day, to just be sure and be the light, because there's always someone out there that needs to be uplifted and reminded that they're not alone. They are love. Thank you, Darcia. Thank you. Thank you. I think that we tend to forget that it's necessary for us to share what God gives to us. Yeah. So, oh yeah, Warren's laughing at Tia. She's down here at my feet, snoring. Oh, Michelle. Snoring. She has been a member of my channel for 12 months. Thank you, sweetheart. I was going to come down here. So thank you, sweetie. Marks your anniversary of being a member of my channel for whole year. Can you believe that, folks? A whole year has already gone by. Mercy me. And speaking of the year, since there's two big events going on in this year in our family, not only is Warren graduating high school, but Wayne's second oldest granddaughter is also graduating high school. So I'm just really hoping and praying that both graduations don't happen on the same date. I'm just, praying for that. Otherwise, we're going to be flying all over the country. And y'all know that I don't like to fly.
I do know when our graduation date is, so.
Well, I know when your graduation date is. I just don't know when McKenna's graduation date is. Haven't found that out. She's been homeschooled, so I'm sure. I think it's been longer. I haven't always had the money. I understand, sweetheart, but you know what? 12 months is 12 months. That's just, I appreciate your support, and you know that. Yeah. But anyway, I was saying about our other graduating senior this year. She has been homeschooled, so I know that they are associated with a school, but I don't know how that works. My kids were all public school, and in fact, when my kids went to school, it was very unusual to have homeschools. Really, really, really was. So what is everyone planning on for the rest of the day? I'm going to, like I said, feed this kid, and then we're going to go do a little bit of sightseeing. I'm going to take him out to the children's home because, as I told many of you, where I was raised is just down the road, not even 30 minutes from here. So going to go show him where his Grammy was raised, take him by my high school, and show him the Alamo Gym. So it's going to be a nice ride and wonderful walk down memory lane for me. And I think I might have, I know I've shared with folks in the Zoom room that I love to go to. Michelle says she's going to be tackling more whips. When my first husband and I were still dating, I know I was in high school. I don't know if I was sophomore, junior, senior, but he came out, had gone fishing with my dad, and they came back, and it was in the afternoon, and we'd been cleaning out Mom's front yard flower beds. And this section that I was cleaning had this tree, okay, but it already had such a long taproot in it that I couldn't pull it out. And Larry came over and he's like, no, wait. He said, that's a little tree, just a minute. So we dug it out, and he said, we need to plant it. And I'm like, I don't know. So we went and talked to Mom. She said, yeah, stick it out there in the front yard. We need a tree in the front yard. So we did. Folks, that little oak tree is still there, and it's still going. I mean, mercy, this is like over 50 years ago. I cannot believe that little oak tree is still there. I'm going for a walk in a bit, and I'll be making some bread. I may start working on my tax. Oh, don't say that word. What kind of bread are you going to be making, Carrie? Let me jump back up here. Michelle says tackling more whips. Ellie says I'm going to be working on my spring stitch marker surprise package. Oh, okay. And some new bracelets that I started. Oh, I want to see those bracelets. There's not a lot of jewelry that I like to wear, but I love bracelets. Oh my goodness. Amy says, I'm getting things made for my second flea market. My sales for this past Sunday was $169 because most of my items range from 3 to 12. I was told by 3 people I wasn't charging enough. Probably sounds right, Amy T. Those sound like just go up a couple of dollars. That is cool. Just some basic white bread. Well, honey, tell you what, homemade, I'd be there with my little butter dish and my spatula and just say, when do I get a piece? Rachel says going for a walk on the nice weather day sounds like a good idea. It does, doesn't it? So I don't know about you guys. I love in the springtime to be able to get out, especially after the winter. You do love it? Oh, now, do you actually, okay. So your bread making, is it in a machine or do you go through all of the hand kneading and stuff? Inquiring minds would like to know. But you know what? Even bread made from the machines, folks, is good stuff. That's all I got to say. No machine, all handmade. Oh, sweetheart, you are my favorite girlfriend right now. Oh, when's it going to be done? You love kneading the bread? Yeah. Yeah. My Grandma loved kneading the bread too, but you know, I have seen her a few times just really get to kneading that because something was on her mind. And when she'd get through, she'd look at that and she says, man, that's going to be one hard brick of bread. Oh, goodness. You know, folks, it is so funny, but at my age, honestly, there have been so many memories of my grandma and my mom and us, especially in the kitchen. You know, I can hear them talking, and I bet you work out some frustration in that dough. Yes, but you know what? You work out too much frustration in it, Thrifty, and it really does affect the niceness of it. That's all I can say. But yeah, memories are just starting to be something very precious for me now. I went to get my driver's license renewed because I'm here in Texas and I needed to get it done because my birthday is going to be here in a couple of days. And I know we'll be leaving the state again here in a few weeks or a couple of months or so. And I want to still be able to drive. And I had to fill out this piece of paper, folks. And then there's one section in which, in case of an emergency or death, you need to list 2 contacts. Well, of course, you always put down your spouse. And the second person was always my dad. Always my dad. Well, I lost my dad this past year, and that's been the first time that I've had to think of someone else to put in that slot. And it hit me right here. And I don't mean to bring anything down at the moment, but you know, it's just a reminder of how life changes on us. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. But anyway, I bet you worked out some frustration in that dough. Carrie says, yes, I do, Rachel. So we got bread making. We have walks going on. Me, I'm going to go out riding around, as my dad used to say, burning up the road. But at least I won't be going by myself. Good stress reliever. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So what are the rest of you going to be doing? Come on, let's share. I haven't made up my mind yet if Lacey's going to go with us. Where is she? She over there under? Oh, she's doing her thing, folks. She's buried up under the covers. Such a silly dog.
Like a normal hound dog.
Like a normal hound dog. I don't think there's anything normal about that. Crafting, lunch, and more crafting. Woo! Oh, well, Tammy, I hope it's not for anything serious other than a checkup.
If y'all were wanting to know what I have in my cup.
Oh, yes, they would like to know.
It's a lemon tea from Brisk.
He's drinking lemon tea from Brisk. Brisk being the name brand of a tea. And yes, he's already told me how much sugar and sodium and everything that's in it. And
it's not that bad. It's not like I get 2 each day and drink them throughout the day.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Well, I do want to remind all of you, please keep Carrie in your thoughts and prayers. If you don't mind, I would greatly appreciate it. I don't know if she'll be up tomorrow. I will be checking in on her later this afternoon to see how she's doing. Oh, Tammy, there's a brown book over there. Yes, may I have that, please? What do you mind if I know your doctor's appointment? I'd like to offer up a little prayer for you at that time. $20.25. Just think his tea is not as sweet as my grandmother made. Honey, there is nothing sweeter than Southern sweet tea. That's all I got to say. All right. What time zone, Tammy? Thank you, Ellie. You are so sweet. And Diane. Eastern. Okie dokie. So that means 12:15. All right. No, wait a minute. Okay, that's 2:15. I'm going the wrong direction. Left eye is getting better with the injections. Oh my goodness, that is awesome, Nancy.
No, 2:15.
No, you're an hour ahead of me. So if it's 10:45 here, it's thank you. Don't confuse me. I just now got that straightened out.
I'm sorry. Time zones are also messing me up.
Mm-hmm. That is wonderful news. Diane says, my grandmother used to say, you transfer your anger if your bread made. If you make bread when upset. That's right. That's right. That's why I said my grandma would just say, this is going to be hard as a brick. Well, I have you in my prayer book, sweetheart, and I will, at the end of the live, I'm going to put it in my phone to offer up a quick prayer for you that you get the answers you're seeking or a plan or, yeah, I have you in here. And, you know, I have to say to each and every one of you how wonderful it is when folks ask for prayer or we ask if anyone needs prayer. And a couple of things. And it's something I've been wanting to say for a long time. Good morning, Nana Mama Cat. How are you, sweetheart? And I've been wanting to check in on you. I hope that the storms there that went through Oklahoma here recently bypassed you. Looking for remission. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I want to say a couple of things. One is how you are so open, number one, in asking for prayer and answering my questions, you know, the name, what time, because the more specific we can be about our prayers, and, you know, we always know that God knows everything, but I also know that he loves it when we ask specifically. And there's nothing wrong with just offering up unspoken prayers for someone when they don't want to share everything. There's nothing wrong with that. But here's the kicker, folks. I love it whenever you acknowledge in the chat here that you're willing to pray for one another. That gives me goosebumps just as I say it. And I hope that you all gain strength from not only praying for one another, but knowing that you're being prayed for as well. You're like family to me, Maureen. Each one of you have been brought into my life for a reason. And although I may not ever meet you face to face, I hope that you know that every time I see you in the chat, whether it's in my live, Carrie's, Froggy's, someone else's, it doesn't matter. Just know that when I see your name, I get a smile because you're special to me. And I greatly appreciate the friendship that we have created here through YouTube. And isn't that wonderful? I mean, honestly, think about pre-COVID. Um, how many did you know out there on the YouTube streets? How many of us got together in Zoom rooms? I mean, honestly, um, yes, Heidi, I'm so glad I have found this yarny community. That's right. And that's what we are. We're part of different little yarny communities. I mean, we really are. Even though crochet and knitting and looming, anything to do with yarn is really huge, we all have our own little pockets, people that we follow, people that we chat with. But I just think it's wonderful that we can come together as a large group or as a small group, support one another in any way that we can. And to me, I always say, if nothing else, if I can't do anything for you or you can't do anything for me, prayer is always a wonderful, wonderful way of showing love. And that's what warms my heart, is seeing when you say you pray for one another, that, and we all know how powerful prayer can be. We really do. Darcia, I always do. Don't start crafting until 11ish in the morning. After my lives, I just relax. I hear you, girlfriend. And I can't tell you how many lives I go into, and I just turn them on and I sit back and I have my drink and my crochet project, or I'm writing out a pattern or something. And many times I don't even comment. And sometimes I forget to hit the like until after it's over. It's like, oh, no, 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 no. I wasn't earnestly crochet pre-COVID. Now it's a huge hobby of mine, and I'm especially lurking in too many lives. I know it, but we all really should, if nothing else, let the host know that we're there, right? Right. And like I said, I'm guilty many times of just turning on and going and listening, not even saying hi to anybody. And that's something I'm trying to work on, because I at least want to let them know that, yes, I'm here, I'm supporting you. But it just may not be chatting. I love my YouTube family and friends. I know, Ellie, it's been a wonderful, wonderful way to connect with the world. And that's another thing. Look at all the various places we come from. Hello, Unique, Amazing Stripes. How are you? See, right there. She says, hello, everyone. I'm in the bushes. Thank you, sweetie, for letting me know that you're here. Excuse me. I love that. Speaking of prayer, can I get some prayers for my friend that found out? Oh, yes, ma'am. Need my book. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Heidi. Of course, we'll pray for her. And see, Mama Gwen says, I'm here. I'm working on a project. I wasn't calling y'all out, folks, but thank you so much for letting me know that you're there in the bushes. All right, Heidi's friend. You said Minnie? Yes, ma'am. Oh, Heidi. Special prayers for her. I know this has got to be difficult for her. Mm. Yes. Stage 2. Yeah. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I do, I know that there's been so much advancement in cancers, the different types, the medicines and stuff like that. So our prayer will be that Minnie seeks recovery from this. That will be my prayer for her. Mm. Cancer is such a, yes. Come here, let me get that leaf from your hair. Now I can let you get back in the bushes. Diane, you're so funny. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I know that we've got a few extra minutes here, but I am going to go ahead and let you go just a couple of minutes early because Miss C's cottage should be coming on here. And I'm sorry, I don't have her link, but this will give you just a few moments to, get up, stretch your legs, maybe go take a little potty break if you need to, and get resettled in so that you can go over and visit with her. Thank you guys, honestly, so much from the bottom of my heart for sharing some of your morning with me. You know that it always, always is a blessing for me. And I hope that I've been a blessing for you today, too. Be remembered, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your special light that God's given you that they're waiting to see. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow, either on my channel or Carrie's. So just look for the notification. Love you guys. Bye.